Chapter 26. A Horse Fair. I was taken to the horse fair to be sold. A horse fair is an interesting place to be in, provided you are not a horse for sale. Here I saw horses and men of different kinds. There were well-bred horses whose condition had been deteriorated due to circumstances like me. Then there were young ponies like Merrylegs and also horses that were worn out. There were cart horses and horses that had been ill-treated and now looked miserable. There was a lot of haggling and the place seems to buzz with activity. I was made to stand with some of the strong horses who appeared functional. People did approach me but turn away when they saw my broken knees. There came a man who I wished would buy me. He examined me with gentleness and consideration, and I could say at once that he was used to keeping a horse. He did not seem very rich. He was cheerful and there was a clean smell around him. Well, I must say I had learned to abhor the smell of alcohol or tobacco, as men turn themselves into beasts when they consume these substances. But this fellow smelled of hay. I had taken a fancy to him and wished he would buy me. My salesman and he bargained. I reached out my head to him to show him my feelings. Finally the deal was settled and he bought me for £24. My new master fed me oats at a nearby inn and we set off to what was to be my new home. We passed through the lovely lands in London and soon reached the vast London thoroughfare. It was twilight by the time we reached the city. As we crossed the network of streets for miles together, we finally turned over to a side street and came to a very narrow street with humble dwellings on one side and coach quarters and stables on the other. My new master stopped at one of the houses and whistled. Soon his wife and 2 children rushed out and the night became alive with their chatter and laughter. My new mistress had brought a lantern and the family observed me in its light. The little girl Dolly was soon patting me on my shoulder and her mother Polly got busy in getting me a bran mash. My master keened me while his son said amusing things that made everyone laugh. I was taken to a stall that was as neat as a new pin, with ample dry straw to make me comfortable. I enjoyed a fine meal and I lay down with my mind full of content. At last I had a family.